Hey guys, Rick Stone here from Stoney Acres Gardening. Welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. It is the week between Christmas and New Year's for 2024, and I wanted to just jump on. Can't really do anything out in the garden today. It's raining like crazy, threatening to snow, freezing cold. Not going to be out in the garden doing a video this week, and so I thought I would do a quick kind of 2024 wrap up for you and then let you know what our garden goals are for this year. And one of our garden goals I actually need your help with, so stick around for that. Just maybe real quick wrap up for 2024. Our 2024 garden ended up being a really nice year. It wasn't spectacular, but we did have a good solid harvest from all of our favorite crops. We didn't have a lot of failures. One really big failure though that we did have was our sweet potatoes. Our sweet potato crop was pretty much decimated by voles, and so we hope we've got that problem dealt with for next year and that it's not going to be a problem for us next year. But that was our big failure. We didn't have a stellar popcorn crop this year either. It wasn't really good. But beyond that, I think we were pretty happy with our 2024 garden. Things worked out really well. We're actually still eating from that garden. We still have lettuce and spinach and kale and several other different greens, carrots and turnips as well that we are currently eating from our garden in the cold frames and the hoop houses. So we're still kind of chugging along with the 2024 garden. So overall, really good year. Here on the channel, we had a great year, 10,000 new subscribers, 1.4 million views this year. So thank you for being a part of the Stoney Acres gardening community. Really appreciate your support and everything that you do for us here. So let's talk about 2025 and some of our goals. So the first goal, and this is the one that I want your help with, is to grow a new tomato. So I've kind of gotten stuck on my tomatoes that I grow. I grow the same tomatoes every year. We did add San Marzanos a few years back, but I really haven't grown a new tomato for probably 5 or 6 years. And so I want your guys' help. I would like a new heirloom tomato, something that's like a slicer. So, just a good slice it up, put it on a sandwich or something like that tomato. So in the comments, tell me what tomato I should grow in 2025 and tell me why. Okay, so I need to know why, and then we'll go through and we'll make a decision as to what new tomato. So that's one of our goals, is to grow at least one new tomato variety this year, because I've kind of gotten stuck and would like to grow something new. And then along with that, we are also going to try something which is a little bit adventurous and definitely new for us, and that is we want to grow turmeric and ginger. Both of those are tuber crops, and they are both kind of tropical crops as well. And so they're a little bit challenging to grow in a zone like ours. We're in zone 6B, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, so we're going to be growing them in containers. We'll have to start them indoors in containers and then move them out. And then as the season gets cold again in the fall, we'll have to move them back in for a little bit before we harvest them. But we're going to give that a go. So we're going to try turmeric and ginger because we actually use those quite a bit in our cooking. And so we would like to actually have some of those that we have grown ourselves. And then to go along with the ginger and the turmeric, we have had a goal for a couple of years now to increase the amount of overall culinary herbs that we grow. And that is another goal this year that we have. Last year, we grew more of 5 different herbs that we use a lot than we've ever grown before. And we actually have them preserved. We dried them and we're actually using them in our cooking right now. This year, I want to make it even bigger. Okay, so we're going to introduce a few more herbs to our garden, and then we really would like to get to the point to where, at least on some of the basics like basil and oregano, thyme, sage, parsley, garlic powder, onion powder, those types of herbs, we would like to be getting, most of what we're eating from that situation. And the reason why is because we have done some study here recently, some reading on the kind of the standard American culinary herb industry, and yeah, we're a little bit concerned about some of the things that are happening and going into those, and lead contamination and other things like that. And so we're working to get it to where we're not relying on the grocery store for our herbs anymore. So that's another one of our goals for this year, is to make sure that we're growing our own herbs. Another one, and this one's a little bit ambitious, but we're going to see if we can make it. I've already started on this one. I want to have 365 days worth of salad crops, okay? So not just lettuce, all of the different greens, I would like to have the ability to not buy them from the grocery store at all. And I do pretty good. Most years we'll go months and months without having to buy a package of salad or a box of spinach or anything like that. But we do still have some spots where we end up having to get them from the grocery store, and we eat quite a few greens around here. And our trouble spots right now are kind of February, March, and then June and July are the biggest problem spots for us. And so we're going to try and fill those gaps, see if we can go 365 days without having to buy anything from the grocery store. We'll see if that happens. It's been a goal for a couple of years, and I think I might have it figured out this year. So that's one of our goals. And then our last goal is to grow 100% of our own seedlings this year. So I already do a pretty good job at that. Last year, we bought some petunias and we bought some marigolds, and I bought one tomato plant and a sage plant. And that's all the transplants that I bought. This year, the goal is none. I'm not setting foot in a nursery to buy plants, okay? Everything that grows in my garden, I'm gonna grow myself. I'm gonna start from seeds myself. So that includes flowers and herbs and everything. We're gonna start those ourselves, okay? So that is our last goal. And the big part of the reason why is because I am just so disgusted at how expensive transplants and seedlings are nowadays. I kind of did the tour of all of the local garden centers and nurseries and big box stores and everything last year, and the average price for a good sized plant was like $6. That is just crazy stupid, and I'm not going to do that. So our goal is to not buy any plants this year at all. We're going to grow them all ourselves, okay? So that is the last goal. And that's a big part of what we're going to be focusing on here on the channel as well. We're going to be doing a lot of seed starting content in January and February. We have live workshops. If you want to sign up for those live workshops, there's a link in the description of this video that we're going to be doing in January and February and probably even in March. The first one is on January 16th. You can sign up down below for that. The other thing we do is we have a free seed starting ebook. So I've included a link for that as well. So there's a seed starting ebook that you can join. But we want to teach you how to grow your own seedlings too, so you're not having to pay $6 a plant for them. So check out all of the resources down in the description of this video. Ton of stuff that we're going to be doing in 2025 about that as well. Okay? All right, so that's our goals for 2025. No more buying any plants from the nurseries. We're going to be growing more of our own culinary herbs. We're going to be growing a new tomato variety. We're going to grow hopefully 365 days of salad greens, and then we want to do some ginger and turmeric as well. So that's our goals. And what are your guys' goals? Let me know down in the comments what your goals for this year are. I'd love to hear about it. And we will see you next week with our first 2025 video. All right, everybody have a happy new year, and we'll see you next week. Happy gardening.